What's up guys, Just Massey here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to a squad builder today around one of the new SBC cards, and that card in particular is going to be Douglas Costa. Is he worth it? I'll talk about that in this video. Go over 4-3-2-1 today. I say it every single time, it's my favorite formation on the game. But before we get started, as always, if you could show your support in the video by dropping a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content, and in the comments below, have you bought any of these Scream cards yet for next weekend? But like I mentioned before, personally the 4-3-2-1 for me works the best, as I like having players that are very close to the striker, as it's essentially having three strikers on the pitch. Let's start from the back of the goalkeeper, and that is going to be Loris Karius of Liverpool. In real life, he's had a very nervous start to his Liverpool career, but hopefully he pulls off a De Gea, because De Gea, when he first joined United, he was essentially the same. But obviously this is a video game, so real life doesn't really matter in it whatsoever. So Karius on this game, 84 diving, 85 reflexes, 76 handling, 80 kicking, and 80 positioning, 6'3", and I think will set you back around like 1.5 to 2,000 coins. And during the 5 games I played with a team, I played 5-1-5 and didn't concede a single goal. And that is a massive shout out kind of thing to how good Karius was in net, as well as the defense as a whole in general. Now, move on to the right back, and that is going to be Kyle Walker. I think you can have Kieran Trippier as a cheaper option, because Kyle Walker does cost 22k. But it's very understandable why, because on this FIFA it seems to be very easy to make coins, whether that be trading via squad building challenges or by playing a lot of FIFA, including Foot Champions, which seems to give very good rewards. And 22k for a right back in the Prem, it does seem quite steep, but when you use him in game, you understand why. Now, Kyle Walker isn't just pace, I've noticed, because Hector Bellerin, he's a player that I've used a lot currently at right back. He's very quick, like 95 pace or so. He's very quick, but he hasn't got a very good physical. I think it's like 68, whereas Kyle Walker, 81, you can definitely tell that in game. So I would recommend Kyle Walker, but if not, you can choose to change the right centre mid and also the right back to match your needs. And the right centre back is going to be Jason Denayer, a silver, and he is unbelievably good. Just look at those stats for a 74 rated player who costs around like 3 to 4,000 coins if I'm correct. So 78 pace, 74 defending, and 73 physical, 6'2", and now finally here's a rare card. He is still on loan from Man City to Sunderland, so we'll get a Man City card in the summer, so a long time away. But over the last 2 FIFAs, he's at Celtic and also at Galatasaray, and with essentially like a bronze and a silver non-rare. But now finally a really good silver card, and I'm not sure if he's actually playing in real life. Then we go on to left centre back, one of my favourite cards back on FIFA 14 when it was a non-rare silver, Antonio Rudiger. He is 6'3", has medium high work rate, 77 pace, 76 defending, and 78 physical. When it came to like aerial ability, he was so good and essentially unbeatable. And he's also very cheap. Now we've gone to the final defender and another silver this time, Jordan Lukaku. And look at them stats, 86 pace and 80 physical. That for me is like what I kind of aim for. On top of that, he is 6'1", 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. His defending is only 68, but I can deal with that. As a pace and a physical, they definitely make up for it. And being very tall at 6'1", he's very good at stopping that back post cross. He does cost over 8,000 coins on the Xbox right now, and I'd say he definitely is worth it. But if you can't afford that, again, there are different alternatives you can go down. Now we go on to midfield trio. Let's start off with his silver. That is going to be Maurice Leitner, who now plays for Lazio. Now in the 5 games he played, he did not register a goal or an assist, which doesn't look great on him, but in game I did like him. I mean, 74 pace, 79 dribbling, and 74 passing on a silver. That is good. Also has 4-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves, and only cost around 850 coins. Now we go on to, let's go to right centre mid this time, Moussa Dembele. I have used him a lot, mainly in Foot Champions. So he is 6'1", 4-star skill moves, 77 pace, 83 dribbling, 84 physical, 73 defending, 72 shooting, and 75 passing. One of the most overall well-rounded cards on the game. The last time I checked his price, I believe he was like 15 to 20,000 coins, but that was around like a week or so ago, and I think it's pretty decent value for money, to be honest, as he's very good in game. And one thing I want to point out, I think 82, it probably is quite a low rating for how good he was last season. And he also gets some fantastic green links, not just to Spurs players, but also silvers like Jason Denayer. Now we go on to the central midfield, and that is going to be Renato Sanchez. I've used him for 19 games, and I have like so many good things to say about him. The only thing he's probably missing is 4-star skill moves, but it's not really necessary in that position, especially when Dembele has it next to him anyway. 82 pace, 84 physical, high work rate, he gets about everywhere. So as I say in most of my videos, my favourite midfielder on the game is N'Golo Kante, but I think if I was to use Renato Sanchez for like 30 or 40 more games, it'd probably be him. And in comparison to the two, I'd say Kante much better defensively, Sanchez much better going forward, especially with that 72 shooting and a very good long shot. Now we move on to the front three, and it does look very expensive, but that's mainly because of the man in the middle. But let's start things off with the left forward, and that is going to be Bayern Munich's Kingsley Coman. Just like Renato Sanchez, one of the best wonder kids in world football, and he's now got 4-star skill moves. And in the 12 games I've used him, he has 4 goals and 4 assists, and some of them games were during FUT Champions weekend number 1. 93 pace, 84 dribbling, 76 shot, and 74 passing. And to be honest, there's not too much extra to say about him because he's very good in game and again good value for money. Now we got onto the strike. You can have any Bundesliga striker, by the way. So if 295k, although I think it's like 340 right now, Aubameyang, he's the probably most expensive option other than Lewandowski. But there is definitely a reason for that, and he does actually have a negative goal to game ratio, 26 goals and 10 assists in 28 games. But one thing I want to point out, a lot of them were during FUT Champions again, which is very, very sweaty. But the other thing, he was a substitute for probably about 10 or 12 of those games. So overall, I'd probably say in total matches, 26 goals, 10 assists in about, say, I don't know, 18 games or so, which isn't too bad. It's a very good ratio, especially in a competitive environment. And so far, I'd probably say he is my favourite striker, hands down. He has everything about him. 6'2", high-low work rates, 96 pace, 84 shot, 75 passing, and 80 dribbling. I mean, if he had 4-star skill moves, I think he would break the game. But this year, you probably can't call him overpowered, probably because he's 86 rated. Now we got into the main man, then the right forward, the untradeable Douglas Costa. So 5 games, 1 goal and 3 assists. It doesn't look very good, and I was expecting a little bit more in game, I'm not going to lie, especially how good Raheem Sterling was. And they do both have very, very similar stats other than Costa has 5-star skill moves. But one thing I noticed about Costa, his finishing seemed to be a little bit poor. Although I will say, 3 of the 5 matches I did play were kind of like in the rain, and the game felt very laggy and delayed. I'm not sure if it's just the FIFA servers or something, but it felt like the whole game was like a little bit broken yesterday compared to normal, so that could have been why. But still, the 3 assists, it's not all that bad. But I will talk about if he's worth the coins in just a moment throughout the gameplay. So there is the whole team, 4-3-2-1, a very, very pacey attacking trio, 93, 96 and 93. And the midfield very solid, but the defence, that was the key thing for me in this squad. Now let's jump into the gameplay and show you what this team can do. And now we get into the gameplay and the goals I got the team then. So first up, is Squad Builder Challenge Costa actually worth the coins? So point number 1, Arjen Robben is the only right-sided Bayern Munich player if I'm correct. So that's one like kind of positive. If you don't like Arjen Robben, Costa is a very, very good alternative. His screen card is currently settling at around, I think, 180k, and you can actually get his SBC card for around 190 to 200k. So the price difference really isn't too much, especially given the position change. And I think if Costa was to get in form, he would be a 100k plus player in my opinion, especially he plays for Bayern, 5-star skiller, Brazilian. He has everything going for him. Final point, I was playing with a lot of delay and lag, so it seemed like I'll have to try him out again. I definitely will try him out again. I mean, he's in my club now forever, unless I decide to discard him, which obviously I will not do. One thing about him though, he was very good at getting down the wing and crossing it in, especially to a big man like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who seems to be great at everything. Whereas left foot, right foot in the air, he can finish most things very, very comfortably. Next then is going to be, you can have any Bundesliga striker, like I mentioned before, if Aubameyang is out of your price range, but if you have got the 350k or whatever, which I think is on PlayStation or Xbox, he's a very good buy. You're not going to be disappointed by him. Although I think if you want to try his team out, you can get him on loan, by the way, from the catalogue. So you save yourself a lot of coins right there and use him for 6 games or so, which I think is a very cool option. Although some people I know are very annoyed about loan players. The final bit then is going to be the defence. Like I said before, 5 games, 5 wins, 0 goals conceded. For me, a clean sheet is very rare on FIFA 17 because I concede a lot of goals, either that be deflections or rebounds. It just doesn't really go my way. But for me, this team was absolutely perfect. Jason Denayer, he is unreal. For a silver card, he just felt like a really high-ended gold card. And Lukaku at left back is a monster as well, guys. So that is coming towards the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, show support by dropping a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome and very much appreciated. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content and the comments below. Suggest some players for future videos. So thank you for watching this video and I'll see you next time.